Hello and welcome to Backcountry Wood Products. Join us for part 4 of the assembly of the Range Road EcoPro 300 Firewood processor. So in this video we're going to be putting together the output conveyor. So to get started we need to open the box up and unwrap all the parts. Alright, so once you have the output conveyor unwrapped and boxed, the first step we need to do is to put the lower chute section on. This can be a little difficult lining up the holes here for it, but what I found works the best is putting a floor jack underneath it. You can balance it perfectly if you put the floor jack up just behind these tabs right here, just to this spot right here. It will balance perfectly, and then you can simply slide this thing in and out to put these 2 bolts in on either side. And once you put those on, we can move on to the next section. Alright, next we're going to install the winch support arm. The winch goes on this side, it has a little plate. I always put it on the right side over here, and it simply gets bolted up right here with 4 bolts. So now we can put the winch on. Simply take the 2 bolts out here, put your winch up, mount it on, and after you mount your winch on, you can go ahead and put your handle on. So for this next part, we're going to go ahead and put the leg on here for the output conveyor. It's best to have 2 people to do this. For this particular shot, I went ahead and pinned it here just to hold it up so I could film this. So basically we just pull our pin in place, and once you have your pin put in place, you can go ahead and get your winch rope and slide on your winch pieces, and the rope goes behind the leg here. Slide into place, fix your rope, and simply flip onto the winch bracket, pull back in the back here. Before we move on, I want to point out a few points here. First, this pin needs to come out, and it goes in through here while you are using it. And this chain here that we have, this is your basically a safety chain. It has a little clip on it here that you simply just clip in here, clip on here, so that your leg can't go kick out while you're in use. But for this next part, we're going to have to put on the next section of output. So we're going to put it in basically the stowaway position, which basically this gets pushed up, gets back through, pinned in, and then I tie up my chain. Now we're ready to put the second section of conveyor on. Simply put the one on top of each other in the way it's shown, and then we need to put in our bolts. These carriage bolts, they simply go through the first tab. Then you need to stick a washer in between these 2. If I can do it here. Stick another washer through, and then you're done. Okay, now we're going to put the roller into the conveyor. Simply put it with this side facing up. Slide into position here. And then we have a little bolt to put in through here. And remember, when you're tightening it up, don't tighten it all the way so that this has some room to slide for adjustment. Okay, now we're going to put the belt on. You want to put the conveyor in an up position as if you were going to process firewood. Simply roll out your belt, put it up. I prefer putting the splice down at the bottom. And then you simply just mesh these two together, pull out your pin, put them together, and put your pin back through. So now that we have the output conveyor completely assembled, all we have left to do is hook up our hydraulic hoses here, which are right back here. We have an A and a B on each one. The A goes to A and B goes to B. All we got to do is screw them on. Thank you for watching part 4 of our assembly of the Range Road EcoPro 300 firewood processor. Join us in our next video as we go through adjustments to make before starting your processor.